Alright, in this video we're going to look at adding and subtracting decimals. So let's take 24 minus 1 and 87 hundredths. What we're often tempted to do is this right here, which we know that we cannot do because we cannot take 24 wholes. We can't take the tens from the tenths and the ones from the thousand, or the one from the hundredths. So what we need to do, the main rule when adding and subtracting decimals is that you line up by place value. And an easy way to do that is just to make sure we line up by decimal. So every whole number, regardless of what it is, always has a decimal to the right of the ones. So I'm going to line those up. And just like when we compare decimals, they have to be apples to apples or the same number of digits, because we can't just bring down this 7 and 8. This is 24 wholes. So we need to add our zeros, which changes because now we have to regroup. So I can't take 7 from 0, can't take 8 from 0, so that's not going to help me. So I need to go all the way to the ones. Well, this 4 is going to become a 3. I'm going to give that 10 I just took to my tenths, and this is going to become a 10. Well, I still don't have enough for my hundredths, so I have to take another 10, that becomes a 9, and this becomes a 10. So now I have enough. So this would be 3, 1, 2, and 2, and I can't forget to bring down my decimal. Now, we can check ourselves with addition and subtraction, adding and subtracting decimals, so I can add my answer to this number, and I should get 24 if I've done it correctly. And that's a good way to check myself. So 7 and 3 is 10, 8 and 2 is 10, bring down my decimal, 2 and 2 is 4, and 2. So 24 matches 24. I know that 22 and 13 hundredths is the correct answer for this problem. So that's subtracting. Of course, the bigger number must go on top when subtracting. Now adding, the rules are the exact same. So let's say I had 14 and 25 hundredths plus 29. Okay, so with adding, the bigger number does not have to go on top. It doesn't matter the order in which we add because of the commutative property, we will still get the same sum. So all I have to make sure that I do is line up my decimals. Again, 29 has an imaginary decimal to the right of the ones. I put my zeros, and like regular addition, you just add down. And my answer would be 43 and 25 hundredths. Now, similarly to when you subtract, you can check addition with subtraction because they're inverses. So my answer minus this number should give me this number. So let's take 29 from 43 and 25 hundredths, and I get 5, 2. Can't take 9 from 3, so this 4 becomes a 3. It gives that 10 to this 13, which becomes, or to this 3, which becomes 13. This is 4, and this is 1. So 14 and 25 hundredths matches 14 and 25 hundredths, and I know that the sum of 43 and 25 hundredths was the correct answer.